Kumusta, Brady Nation? This is your investing Brady, and let's talk about the F word in finance. Fear. The fear you feel pag nakita mo ang message na your minimum credit card payment is 5,000. Nakaka-stress, 'di ba? Parang endless cycle. Bayad ka ng bayad, pero yung principal hindi nababawasan. Utang cycle tawag diyan. Alam kong may mga utang tayo na hindi natin inasahan, like medical emergency, family needs. Pero may mga utang din na galing sa impulse buying. Regardless, we need a plan. Walang judgment dito, mga Brady, just pure strategy. Today, we're not just giving tips. We're giving you a step-by-step battle plan to be debt-free. We'll cover the 2 power methods, the biggest mistake Filipinos make, and how to stay debt-free for good. Hit that like button at simulan na natin. Before anything else, kailangan nating i-assess ang kalaban. This is step 1, the utang inventory. Kumuha ka ng notebook or spreadsheet, ilista mo lahat ng utang mo, huwag kang matakot. 3 information ang kailangan mo. 1, lender or pinagkakautangan. Sino? 2, okay? Balance or principal amount, magkano? And 3, interest rate, tubo. Don't forget, yung utang sa tita mo, yung loan sa opisina, at pati na rin yung 5-6 kung meron man. Lahat. Bakit natin ito ginagawa? Kasi you cannot kill what you cannot see. When you see the numbers, you take back control. Stop sweeping it under the rug. Face your utang. Okay? After mo magtali, choose your weapon. We have 2 types of strategy to discuss, the debt snowball and the debt avalanche. Pareho silang effective pero magkaiba ng goal at ang approach. Okay, let's talk about the first strategy. Ito yung pang-boost ng moral mo, pang-gain ng momentum. We call it the debt snowball method. How it works? Ignore muna natin yung interest rates for now. Ang gagawin mo lang, ilista mo lahat ng utang mo from smallest amount to largest amount. Ang focus mo, yung smallest utang. Lahat ng extra pera mo, ilagay mo doon. Bayaran mo lang yung minimum payment para sa ibang utang. Pero yung pinaka-target mo, yung pinaka-maliit, once na bayaran mo na yung smallest, boom! That payment amount, i-roll over mo na sa next smallest utang. Para siyang snowball na lumalaki, the money you use to pay off debt gets bigger and bigger. Why it works? It's a psychological win. Mabilis kang makakatapos ng isang utang which gives you the drive para ituloy ang laban. Pero kung mas mathematically inclined ka at gusto mo mas makatipid sa interest, ito ang para sa'yo. The debt avalanche method. How it works? Ilista mo ulit lahat ng utang mo pero this time, base sa pinakamataas na interest rate pababa. Ang focus mo, yung utang na may pinakamalaking patong or interest. This is the one that's costing you the most money over time. Again, minimum payment sa lahat. Pero all extra money goes to the one with the highest interest. Once yan ang matapos mo, you move to the next highest interest rate. Why it works? This is the most cost-effective way to pay off debt. You are minimizing the amount of money that goes to the bank or to the lender. In the long run, mas malaki ang matitipid mo. Here's a tip. Kung madali kang ma-demotivate, go for the snowball method. And kung super focused ka naman sa numbers, go for the avalanche method. Wala kang ibang gagawin kundi mag-stick sa napili mong method. Okay, bayad na tayo sa utang. Now, paano natin sisiguraduhin na hindi na tayo babalik sa utang cycle? You need a budget. A debt payment plan is useless if you don't know where your money is going. Use the zero-based budgeting method. Ibig sabihin, every single peso has a job. Income minus expenses minus savings minus debt payment equals 0. Kung hindi mo alam paano mag-budget, i-comment mo sa baba. and I'll make a dedicated video on it. And finally, my most important advice, build your emergency fund, your EF. This is your anti-utang shield. Target 3 to 6 months worth of basic living expenses. Once bayad na ang utang, ang pera na dati mong binabayad sa utang, ilagay mo na sa savings and investing. Ngayon, nalaman na natin kung paano makawala sa utang cycle. Maganda rin na malaman natin kung ano nga ba ang mga common debt traps ng mga Filipino. Let's get specific. May 3 common debt traps sa Pinas. 1. Credit cards. Always pay more than the minimum. Minimum payment means you are mostly paying interest. Kung kaya mo, i-zero out mo. If not, consider a balance transfer sa bank na may mas mababang interest rate para makonsolidate mo. 2, 5, 6, or loan sharks. These have outrageously high interest rates. Priority. Number 1. If this is your highest interest, use the avalanche method to destroy this debt first. Look for alternatives like government-backed loans, SSS or Pag-ibig, or credit unions to refinance at a lower rate. 3. Personal utang, family, or friends. Bayaran mo ito agad. Huwag mong sirain ang relasyon dahil sa pera. Kahit small payments lang, show effort. Open communication is the key dito. So, Brady Nation, being debt-free is not just about money, it's about peace of mind and freedom. Imagine waking up na wala kang inaalalang collection calls. Napakasarap ng feeling na yan. Every sacrifice you make now is an investment in your future self. I-celebrate mo ang bawat milestone. Pag nabayaran mo ang isang utang, bigyan mo ng small, non-money reward ang sarili mo. Let's make this year the year you finally say, bye-bye utang! Huwag kalimutang mag-like, subscribe, and share this video sa mga kakilala mong kailangan din ng financial boost. Thank you for watching. Anong method ang gagamitin mo? Snowball or avalanche? Let me know in the comments. See you next time and keep investing in yourself.